Ever been in a situation where your Mercedes starts perfectly fine, but the gear refuses to move out of park? You press the brake, you try again, nothing happens, and now you're stuck right there. Maybe in your driveway, maybe blocking traffic, wondering if your transmission has finally given up. If you drive a Mercedes E-Class, C-Class, S-Class, ML, CL, or even some newer models, this is actually a very common issue. And the good news is, most of the time, it's not a failed transmission at all. Welcome to AutoVFix, where we break car problems down in a simple, garage-style way so you can understand what's really going on without the headache. In this video, I'll explain why a Mercedes transmission gets stuck in park, how you can do a quick emergency bypass to move the car, and then what you need to fix so this problem doesn't keep coming back. Let's get started. First, let's talk about how this system is supposed to work. Mercedes uses a gear shift interlock system. This system is there to prevent the car from rolling away by accident. For the shifter to move out of park, two things must happen at the same time. The key has to be in the ignition, usually in position 1 or 2, or the engine running, and your foot must be firmly pressing the brake pedal. When everything is working correctly, pressing the brake sends a signal, a small solenoid unlocks, and the shifter moves smoothly into gear. When something in this system fails, the car may start normally, but the shifter stays locked in park. You might also notice the gear display on the dashboard acting strange. Sometimes it shows the wrong gear, sometimes it goes blank, and in some cases you can't even remove the key from the ignition. Very often, warning lights like ESP, ABS, or BAS show up at the same time, which is a big clue that this is an electronic issue, not a mechanical transmission failure. Before we continue, please like and share this video and subscribe to AutoVFix. It really helps the channel grow and helps more Mercedes owners find real fixes like this. Now let's talk about the most common causes. One of the biggest reasons a Mercedes gets stuck in park is a bad brake light switch. This small part tells the car that your foot is on the brake. Mercedes relies heavily on that signal. Even if your brake lights still work, the switch can fail internally. Most Mercedes brake switches have multiple circuits inside them. One circuit may still power the brake lights, while another fails to send the signal needed to release the shifter. When that happens, the car thinks your foot is not on the brake, so it refuses to unlock the gear selector. A very common sign of this is when ESP, ABS, or BAS warning lights come on together. Another major cause is the gear shifter assembly itself, also known as the direct select interface. Inside the shifter are small electronic parts and plastic pieces that wear out over time. On some models, especially older S-Class and CL-Class cars, a plastic part inside the shifter breaks. When that happens, the shifter can lock in park or show the wrong gear on the dashboard. If the gear indicator doesn't match the shifter position or nothing shows at all, the shifter module is a strong suspect. Spilled drinks are another very common problem. Coffee, soda, or water can easily run down into the center console and onto the circuit board under the shifter. Once liquid gets in there, the electronics start acting up. You may see random gear readings, limp mode, or the car refusing to shift at all. Many people don't realize the spill caused the issue until weeks or months later. Low battery voltage is another big one. Mercedes vehicles are very sensitive to voltage. A weak battery may still start the engine, but not have enough power to release the shifter lock. You may see a blank gear display or the shifter refusing to move. With the engine off, a healthy battery should be around 12.6 volts. Anything significantly lower can cause problems like this. On certain models, especially SUVs like the ML class, the intelligent servo module controls shifting. If this module fails, the car may think it's still in park, even when you move the selector. Some of these models also use a second battery dedicated to the transmission, and when that battery dies, shifting problems appear. Now, let's get to the part most people care about: how to move the car when it's stuck in park. This is the emergency bypass, and it's very important to understand this does not fix the problem. It's only a temporary way to get the car moving so you can tow it, park it safely, or move it out of the way. Most Mercedes models have a hidden manual override, but it's not obvious. Start by making sure the parking brake is fully engaged. This is very important because once the lock releases, the car can roll, even on a slight incline. Put the key in the ignition and turn it to position 1 or 2. You don't have to start the engine yet. Now press and hold the brake pedal firmly and keep your foot there. Next, look around the base of the gear shifter. On many models, there's a small plastic cover or square cap near the shifter. Sometimes it even looks like a coin holder. That's usually hiding the manual release. Use a flat screwdriver or your key to gently pop that cover off. It should come off with light pressure. Once the cover is removed, you'll see a small slot or hole. Inside is the mechanical release for the shifter lock. Take a pen, a small screwdriver, or another narrow object and press straight down into that opening. You'll feel resistance, and that's normal. Keep steady pressure on it. While holding it down, move the shifter out of park and into neutral or drive. When it releases, you'll feel a clear change, almost like the shifter suddenly loosens up. That's how you know the lock has disengaged. If the engine isn't running, shift into neutral first, then start the car. Once the engine is running, you can shift into drive if needed. If it doesn't work the first time, don't panic. Try a different tool or slightly adjust the angle, but never force the shifter itself. Forcing it can break internal parts and make the repair much more expensive. This bypass is extremely useful when you're stuck in a parking lot, on the roadside, or loading the car onto a tow truck. Just remember, once you shut the car off again, the problem will still be there. After moving the car to a safe spot, real diagnosis begins. Start with the basics. Check the battery voltage and charge or replace it if it's low. Next, turn the key to position 2 and press the brake pedal while listening near the shifter. You should hear a clicking sound. That click tells you the interlock solenoid is trying to work. No click usually points to a bad brake light switch, a blown fuse, or a failed solenoid. At this stage, a basic code reader often isn't enough. Mercedes systems require a scanner that can read transmission, shifter, and body control modules. Fault codes related to the park button or gear range can point directly to wiring issues or internal shifter failure. If liquid damage is suspected, the shifter module may need to be removed and cleaned. In some cases, carefully cleaning the circuit board with electrical contact cleaner and allowing it to dry fully restores normal operation. In other cases, replacement is the only solution. Also, don't overlook fuses. One blown fuse can knock out the brake switch signal, shifter lock, and even cruise control at the same time. To prevent this problem in the future, avoid spills around the center console, replace the brake light switch at the first sign of warning lights, keep the battery in good condition, and use proper parking habits. Come to a full stop, shift into park, apply the parking brake, then let the car settle on the brake instead of the transmission. So the bottom line is this. A Mercedes stuck in park is usually an electronic interlock issue, not a bad transmission. The emergency bypass gets you moving, but fixing the real cause is what keeps it from happening again. If this video helped you, subscribe to AutoVFix and check out our other Mercedes repair videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.